Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to Crochet Bits and Knits. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you this really pretty rainbow stitch pattern. So I'm going to put the materials I used in the description box below in case you want to recreate exactly like I have this sample swatch. All right, so let's begin. Starting with the white, we're going to make our slip knot. And I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. And we're going to begin by chaining in multiples of 8. And I recommend chaining a little loose. Don't chain super tight for this stitch. So feel free to pause the video and I will meet you at the end of this chain. So I'm at the end of my chain and I've chained 24. So after your multiple of 8, you want to add 2 at the end. So multiple of 8 plus 2. And to begin row 1, we're going to make a single crochet into that third chain space. So going right into that chain space with a single crochet. Next, we're going to make 1 single crochet into the next chain space. Next, we're going to chain 5 and 5, and we're going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the next chain, make 1 single crochet. And we're going to make 4 more single crochets into the next 4 chains. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have a total of 5 single crochets in a row. Next, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3, 3, and into that next chain, make a single crochet. And making 4 more single crochets into the next 4 spaces for a total of 5 single crochets in a row. 4 and 5. Next, chain 5. So that is the repeat for this row. When you get to the end of the row, we're going to skip 3 as usual, single crochet into the next chain space. And there's only going to be 2 chains left. We're going to single crochet into both of those chains for a total of 3 single crochets at the end of the row. So that is row 1. Here it's time to change color. So I'm going to go back into that single crochet with 2 loops on the hook for changing into my color of red. And just hooking that new color, pulling that through, and just grab that white yarn and tug that down. Cut my white yarn, and we're ready to work with red. So to begin row 2, we're going to chain 2 and turn. So this is row 2. We're going to skip the first 2 single crochets. So this is the first and this is the second. And we're going to go into this third single crochet and make 1 single crochet. Next, we're going to make a shell stitch into this big chain space here. To make our shell stitch, we're going to yarn over twice. So we're going to be making a triple crochet, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. So that was 1. We're going to repeat that for a total of 9 triple crochets into the chain space, yarning over twice, insert the hook into the chain space, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 3 triple crochets so far. We need a total of 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 more. 6. 7. 8. And 1 more to make 9. So that is the shell stitch, which is going to be our rainbow. 9 triple crochets into that chain space, into the very next single crochet, so it's right here at the bottom, putting a single crochet, chain 2, skipping 3 stitches, and into the next single crochet from the row below, putting 1 single crochet. And then we're going to make another shell stitch into this big chain space. Again, that's yarning over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that was 1, and we need 8 more for a total of 9. And feel free to pause the video, and I will meet you at the end of this rainbow. Alright, so I'm at the end of the rainbow, and there's 9 triple crochets, and into this very next single crochet we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2, skip 3 stitches, and into this next stitch making a single crochet, and that is the repeat for this row. So we're going to go in again into this large chain space and make 9 triple crochets, feel free to pause the video and I will meet you at the end of this rainbow. Alright, so I'm at the end of the rainbow and I have 9 triple crochets into that chain space. We're going to go into this very next stitch with a single crochet, chain 1, skip this next single crochet and into the top of the chain space from the row below, adding one last single crochet. Alright, so that is the end of row 2. And again, we're going to change color. We're going back to white. So I just inserted my hook into that single crochet, and I'm going to bring white back in on my hook and just pull through those 2 loops and pull down on this red to tighten. And bring this white back in, pulling through those 2 loops, and tug on the red yarn to tighten. So now I'm going to snip my red yarn and now working with the white yarn going into row 3, we're going to chain 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. And from here, we're going to find the middle 3 stitches. So just finding where the first ones are, and just there are the 3 middle stitches. We're going to put 1 single crochet into the top of each one of those triple crochets from the row below. Next, we're going to chain 3, and into this chain 2 from the row below, we're going to work a double treble crochet. So we're going to yarn over 3 times, 3, insert your hook into this chain 2 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Next, chaining 3, and again finding the middle 3 treble crochets from the row below. So there's the middle 3. Ooh, I lost it. Okay. And putting 1 single crochet into the top of each one of those treble crochets from the row below. When you get to the end of your row, the last rainbow, we're going to chain 3 and put 1 double treble crochet in the first chain from the turning chain. So that's yarning over 3 times. Find that first chain in the turning chain and placing 1 double treble crochet. So that is the end of row 3. Moving into row 4, still with the white yarn, we're going to chain 4 and turn. So we're going to skip this very first stitch at the base of your chain, and we're going to put a single crochet just in this big chain space. So just 1 single crochet, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of these 3 stitches at the top of the rainbow. Again, we're going to put 1 single crochet in this big chain space here. Next, we're going to chain 5 and 1 single crochet into this big chain space here. So you're now on the left side of this post in this chain space with 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet in each of these 3 stitches from the top of the rainbow. 1 single crochet into this large chain space. Chain 5. Moving to the other side of this post, putting a single crochet into this chain space. And that is the repeat for this row. We're going to single crochet in each of the top of these 3 stitches on the top of the rainbow. And when you get to the end of your row, so the last rainbow, we're going to put 1 single crochet into this large chain space. Chain 3. And we're going to count up 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put 1 single crochet into that chain space, that turning chain. So that is the end of row 4. We're going to change color now, so cutting this white yarn, moving into row 5, I'm going to bring in the orange. So I'm just going to insert my hook through this last single crochet to change my color. Hooking that orange yarn, pull it through, and tug on this white yarn to tighten. So now in row 5, we're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and turn. And to begin row 5, we're going to skip this very first single crochet at the base of your chain. So this turning chain is going to count as a triple crochet, and we're going to add 4 triple crochets into this large chain space from the row below. So yarning over twice, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 2 treble crochets. The turning chain counts. We're going to put a 3rd triple crochet, a 4th triple crochet, and 5. So a total of 5 triple crochets. Next, a single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 2, skipping 3 stitches and going into this next stitch with a single crochet. And we're going to be working these rainbow stitches the same way as when we had the red color. So that was 1. You want a total of 9 treble crochets into this chain space. That was 2. So feel free to pause the video and I will meet you at the end of this rainbow. Alright, so I finished the rainbow and adding a single crochet into this very next stitch. So the only difference between this row and row 2 is you're starting with a half of a rainbow. So everything else about this row is the same. We're going to chain 2, skip 3, single crochet into this next stitch. So go ahead and work the rest of this row. So adding 9 treble crochets into this chain space, and I will meet you at the end of this row. So towards the end of this row, just as we began with a half of a rainbow in row 5, we're going to end also with a half of a rainbow. So as usual, I chained 2 to skip 3, and we're going to put a single crochet into this next single crochet. And now into this chain space, we're going to add 5 treble crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can see just a half of a rainbow here. And we are going to change color. So I'm going to insert my hook through these 2 loops so that I can bring my white back in, cut my orange. So hook the white yarn and just pull that through. And just tug on this orange, tighten that up. So next, moving into row 6, chain 1 and turn. So we're going to skip this first stitch right at the base of our hook, and we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. Next, chain 3, and we're going to make that double triple crochet into this chain space from the row below. So just a reminder, that's yarning over 1, 2, 3 times, insert into the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next, chain 3, and going into the center 3 stitches. So just finding the ends and counting back. There's the middle 3. So 1 single crochet into the top of that rainbow. Next, chain 3 and another double treble crochet into this chain space from the row below. And that is the repeat for this row, chaining 3 again now. The middle 3 from the row below, and feel free to pause the video and I will meet you at the end of this row. So at the end of the row, you have your half of a rainbow from the row below. We're going to find that last treble from the row below right here. So not the turning chain, just the last treble crochet, and put 1 single crochet. And then at the top of the turning chain, we're also going to add 1 single crochet. All right, so that is the end of row 6. From here, chain 1 and turn. For row 7, we're going to skip the very first single crochet at the base of your hook, and going into that next single crochet, 1 single crochet into that stitch, 1 single crochet into this large chain space, chain 5, and moving on to the other side of this post, we're going to add another single crochet into this chain space, 1 single crochet into the top of each of the next 3 stitches, one single crochet into that chain space, chain 5, moving over on the other side of this post with 1 single crochet. So that is the repeat for this row, and this is the last repeat row. So after this row, we're going to just be repeating rows 2 through 7. So at the end of this row, row 7, we're going to put 1 single crochet into this last single crochet, 1 single crochet into the top of the turning chain. Alright, so that was row 7. And again, from here, it's just a repeat of row 2 through 7. So here you can change to the yellow color and it will be the same as row 2. For this sample swatch, I added just a row of single crochet around the border instead of weaving in all the ends. If you enjoyed my video, like, share, and consider subscribing so you never miss a new video.